Hey guys, so this is kind of like a follow-up video to the first video I posted a couple days ago about my first oneitis. But I actually want to talk about the oneitis I had that's more recent. This happened about a year, 2 years ago. Was my final oneitis, and basically this is like the most tragic and brutal experience, like the most brutal rejection I've ever had. Um, but yeah, I'll get into it. So at this time, I was working at Walmart, and by the way, that is insanely brutal on its own. That's insanely tragic on its own. But yeah, I was working at Walmart, and there's this one really really beautiful girl, way out of my league. Way she was a complete Stacy, and I would see her, walking around 'cause she like worked in the front and I'd be working in the back, but like when I'd come in or like go on my lunch or leave, I'd see her and but yeah, she worked in like the customer service area and yeah, like I'd always see her like when I'd come in and she really didn't know who I was. At work, I'm kind of like closed mouth, so I don't really be talking too much. Like I don't really talk to anybody there, and I don't really know anybody, and I like to keep it that way. Like I'm not really the socializing type of person. I'd rather clock in, do my work, and clock out. Like that's just me. But yeah, I would be working with this other girl most of the time, and I would just have a conversation with her every once in a while, and I basically told her I'm like, oh yeah, I'd love to go with this girl, and she's really beautiful. I really think she's attractive, and she would always give me like the most insane copes too. Where like, I'd always ask her like, oh, like oh, what can I do? What could I say to her? Like, well, what can I do when I go up to her and shit? But she would give me like the most like bare bones like responses. Like she's so blue pilled. It's not even funny. Like she'd be like, oh, you just go up to her, and talk to her. I'm like, bro, like I'm a pussy, bro. Like you're forgetting the fact that I'm a pussy and I don't do that shit. Like I'm too pussy to do that. But yeah, like I randomly found her Instagram somehow and she was private, so I just requested to follow her. And it took like 3 or 4 weeks for her to accept my follow. And it's probably because just she didn't know who I was, but if she probably knew who I was, she probably would have declined me anyways, but whatever. But yeah, I basically waited like a week or two after that just because like I didn't know what to say and like it's kind of weird like first of all like I don't want to go up to this girl like can you just imagine like me going up to this one girl like at the customer service and like just like trying to start a conversation with her like and she had like a resting bitch face too like I don't know like I just can't do that shit like yeah if it was outside of work like I probably could like but like it's at work, like it's just a little weird. I feel like, but I don't know. I guess in hindsight, DMing her through Instagram is I guess is even weirder. But whatever. I ended up DMing her and I just said her like, oh like, I work at the Walmart and I saw you. I think you look really really cute. Let's can I want to get to know you more, something like that, something along the lines of that. I didn't say like, oh, do you want to go out? I just said like, can we get to know each other better? And I think she just said like hi. She just said like one word, obviously, like hi. But yeah, after that I basically said like, oh, like my bad for not talking to you, like going up to you at work, like you always seem busy and I didn't want to bother you. Like that's I guess looking back at it, that's like some beta boy shit to say, I guess, but whatever. And she literally just responded with K, and I should have known right there it was over. It was over for me. I mean, it never began to be honest, but yeah, and I remember like this is the most insane like loser shit that I've ever done, but I remember being on like TikTok and I found this video where this guy was talking about like oh like going up to girls and how like he doesn't want to go up to girls and shit, and like how like he knows that the girl doesn't want to go up, doesn't want him to talk to them, so he doesn't go up to them. And I sent that video to her, and she just said LOL after that. After that, I knew that like it had to be said, like something had to be said, like I had to ask her out or ask her for whatever to go out with me. And I basically just asked her like, oh, like, would you be down to get like breakfast sometime? Cause I feel like it's more casual. I feel like that's more casual, to start to get to know someone. Like over dinner, like you're trying to start a relationship. But like I didn't even really know her. I've never talked to her before. I just wanted to go out and see with her. So I feel like breakfast is a little bit more casual. And then guys, she literally responded one word. She literally said why, bro. She literally said why. That's worse than no. After that, I just said why not, and she left him in red. And that's probably the most insane rejection I've ever had, because like it's just so depressing. Any Chad would just be able to fuck her right there. She'd be all on top. It wouldn't even matter what he has to say. You know. I knew I was fucked from the start, man. Like, I know it's over for me, but what can I do? I can at least try, I guess, right? Even though there's no hope, I can still try. But yeah, like that one girl that I worked with, like closely, that I'd talk to sometimes, like she basically just said like, oh, she'll come around eventually, and she'll know like who you are, and she'll want to talk to you one day. Like the most blue pill, like the most like insane stupid shit that you can imagine that she would say. Like that shit actually got on my nerves, cuz like I knew it wasn't going to happen. But like she's also female, so I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's the story of that. My second oneitis, like my most recent oneitis. But yeah, I'm pretty much over this one. But I'd still love to go with her. But still, like just because she's attractive. But I don't really know like anything about her, too much. But yeah, that's the story of my most recent oneitis.